All right.
All right, we like to say all praises to the Most High in the name of Christ. We're coming out here to teach our people, the Israelites, the Most High's commandments according to the Bible. Because we don't understand that the Most High has dealt with us as a nation. See, we've been people tried down, we're getting shot down by the cops. We've been marginalized as a people. We self-destructed. Let's go to Hosea chapter 4. Let's find out some of the things that's plaguing our community. Why are we in the condition that we're in as a people? Why are our children in the condition that they're in as a people? Is it because we don't have enough money? Is it because we don't have enough education in our communities? Why amongst the so-called black and so-called black man and black woman, the divorce rate is so high? Why are we growing up in broken homes? See? We've been destroying the people because we've been doing it to ourselves. Most High been dealing with us as a nation. You know what? Hold that. Go to Isaiah 51. Most High been dealing with us as a people. See? All the answers, we done tried it all. We done tried Islam. We done tried Christianity. We done tried being Catholic. We done tried being African. Where's the solutions? We done tried voting. We put a man in the White House for 8 years, and what did he do? For his people. For the so-called black community. Nothing. We done tried all these solutions. We done tried college. It ain't working. We still facing the same problems. We still dealing with the same issues 25 years later after the riots. Still murdering, still robbing, still killing one another. But the children done got worse now. We went through a crack epidemic. Now you got the children getting high on Molly. They singing about it in the songs, Percocets, and taking mileage. All the children destroyed. See? These are the questions we want to know answers to, or do we even care? Because in another 10 years, it's going to be done with the so-called black man in this city. They're going to be putting us out there at Palmdale, Hesperia, Lancaster. We're going to be out there shooting and killing each other on the other side of the mountain. So in Isaiah chapter 51,
Isaiah 51, verse 9. Awake, awake, put on strength. Oh, arm the Lord, arm the Lord. Awake, as in the ancient days, the generation of old.
See, the Most High is telling us we gotta wake up. We're a nation that sleep. We're a people that's comatose. Whether we're a so-called black man and so-called black woman can't even get along. In 2017, we've been in this country for 400 years. We still don't believe in marriage. We still growing up in broken homes. See? So-called black man got commitment phobia. Why? Because we've been conditioned this way. To think this way. We didn't come off in slave ships thinking like this. But these are conditions we put ourselves in for going against the Most High's commandments. These things are spiritual. This is what they call divine intervention, the condition that we're in today. We got all the money in the world, we got all the education, all the schools in our community, and we still downtrodden. So-called black man sticking out together is still a basketball, still a baseball, still a football, or rapping. The rap that went down the toilet. It's over. So-called black man's opportunities being shot. Why? Because we're not listening to God. Go to Hosea chapter 4. Most High told us we gotta wake up. We at war. Whether we want to think it or not, we can go out here and live our lives thinking we okay, but the Most High about to send Christ back and deal with his people, and he's gonna deal with this earth in righteousness. Let's find out some of the things that's happening in our community. Why are we being Little by little, we've been kicked up out of our own communities. Why? Because this place ain't for us. We got to repent and we got to turn back to Christ. Sound like an old cliche, but we got to understand what it means. Let's find out what's been happening with us as a people. Why the Most High been dealing with us?
Hosea chapter 4, verse 6. My people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge.
It says, start verse 1.
Hosea 4 and 1. Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel.
It says, hear ye the word of the Lord, ye who?
Ye children of Israel.
The Most High is talking to his people. It says, hear ye the word, you children of Israel. That's who we are. We not African.
How long real music's gonna last?
We not Egyptian. We not none of that. It says what?
Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel.
Most High is speaking to his people. Hear ye the word, you children of Israel. That's the so-called black man and woman. So-called Spanish man and woman. We the Most High's chosen people. We the ones that Christ came and died for. And shed his blood on the Christ for. On the cross for. We the ones Christ came to give salvation to. See? What do we want to do? Smoke drugs, get high, have sex, see? Have bad health. We forget about what the Lord did with us. Read it again.
Hosea chapter 4, verse 1. Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel. For the Lord hath controversy with the inhabitants of the land.
It says the Lord has a controversy with the inhabitants of the land. The Most High got a problem with his people. That's why the Lord would send out the prophets. That's why Hosea had to go and speak to the nation of Israel, because the Lord had a controversy against his people. See? Most High had a problem with us. So guess what? He gonna send us warning. Most High would have a controversy with the nation of Israel. That's what the Lord would always do. Okay. Go to Ezekiel. Let's find out what the Lord would do. Ezekiel chapter 3. Why would the Lord send out the prophets? Why would the Most High send out his word to his people? Obviously, he had a problem with them. And the Lord would send them out because he's going to bring destruction later on. No, 17. Yeah.
Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel.
It says the Lord made Ezekiel a watchman unto the house of Israel. See? The Lord would always be watching out for his people. He would send men to go out and watch out and warn his people. He's going to tell us. Ezekiel was a spiritual watchman. Ezekiel would see the things going on. The Most High would send Ezekiel to go speak to the people. And do what?
Therefore hear the word at my mouth, and give them warning from me.
It says, and give them what?
Warning from me.
It says, give them warning from me. See? Lord would always warn his people before he brought destruction. And that's why the Lord bring the word out. Because the Most High is warning us if we don't repent before Christ breaks through that sky. A lot of people don't believe Christ is coming back a second time. They think, all right, it's been 2,000 years. Oh, I heard that talk before. Already from front to back. Ride motorcycles. Play games. We gotta grow up. It says, give them what?
Give them warning from me.
The Most High said it would give warning, brother. How you doing? You got time to talk about scriptures? Not right now? We're trying to let our people know. Read again.
Son of man, I have made thee a watchman
Check this out, brother.
unto thee, the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the word in my mouth, and give them warning from me.
Do we think God warns his people? Why would he warn? If somebody's warning, then what would be the problem? Obviously, if the Lord has sent out a warning, guess what's coming? Danger, right? You see a car coming, somebody walking out in the middle of the street, you warn them like get out the way of that car. Why? Because danger's coming. It's the same thing the Lord would do for his people. He would give his people a warning from him. Go ahead.
Verse 18. When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die.
It says that when he says unto the wicked, thou shalt what?
Surely
The
die.
Lord's telling us, look, If we continue being wicked, the Lord said we're going to surely die, brother. We come out here because we love our people. We're not coming out here, we're not passing out no sandwiches, not passing out no home loans and grants. We don't get all that. The problem that we face as a people is a spiritual problem. We got mental issues. The mentality of the people has changed. Go ahead.
Thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning.
It says, if he warns the wicked, that he should surely die, and we give it him not warning. If we don't warn our people, we don't come out. We don't let our people know, look, the Lord's going to send back Christ in his time. We got to get our stuff together and repent because we got a kingdom coming to us. See? This earth and this situation we're supposed to be in right now, this ain't how it's going to always be. That's the hope that we know because Christ died and he resurrected and he ascended back up into the heavens and he's just waiting to come back. So read that part again.
When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die,
All right, brother.
and thou givest him not warning, nor speak to warn the wicked
If we don't warn the wicked,
from his wickedness,
turn from his wicked ways,
to save his life,
to what?
to save his life,
To save his life. These scriptures come out because they're life-saving. We're coming out to warn our people because the Lord is letting us know, look, bring the scriptures out to save these people's lives, to give them a chance to repent. Let them know they got to stop killing each other. Brother just got killed a couple of weeks ago right here on this court. Look at the candles out there. You only wonder why the helicopter is circling around in the neighborhood all the time. People out here gangbang. We kill ourselves and we don't know how to love ourselves. We don't know how to love each other as people. We look at each other as enemies. See? We look at each other as enemies. Hey, Ben, get him up. Right here. We're looking at each other like we're enemies. See? We become foreigners and strangers to one another. So read that again, my brother.
Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 18. When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speaketh to warn the wicked from his wicked way, to save his life.
To save his life. See? The watchman was to look out for the people to save the people's life, to give them a chance to save their own lives. We're coming out here and we're just giving our people a warning. Look, Most High sending back Christ. People don't even believe that. They thought Obama was the savior. 8 years later, what has he done? Now they got Trump and they upset about Trump. And what are you doing? Talking about we gonna go in? These people are playing games with us. Vote ain't never got nothing done. Ain't got nothing done. We don't even vote for the president. The Electoral College does all the voting. So it's just a process to make us feel like we're a part. They're all in the same gang. It don't matter if they're black, don't matter if they're white, don't matter if it's Obama, Bush, Trump, they're all in the same gang. Politics. See? Christ don't play no politics. See? Jesus Christ don't play no political games. He not no Democrat. He not no Republican. He ain't none of that. He an Israelite, just like us. We the nation of Israel. We in exile in the land of our enemies. Why do you think we came over here on them slave ships? Think that's coincidence? Because we weren't strong enough to fight back? We gotta wake up. We being destroyed systematically by our enemies. Because we're not waking up. We're so comfortable. But when the Most High send back Christ, he break through that sky. It ain't gonna be no more warning them to save their life. It's time for bloodshed. Continue.
Verse, the same wicked man shall die in iniquity, but his blood will I require at thy hand.
See, if we don't do our job, and that man dies in his iniquity, that man gonna die in his iniquity, but guess what? The blood the Most High gonna require at our hands. Yeah. The Most High gonna hold us responsible.
Right.
See? That's like we see a car coming about to run somebody over, and we don't say nothing, we let them get hit by the car. We just as responsible. So the Lord gonna let us know, hey, I'm holding y'all accountable for your people. tell them. Let them know whether they want to hear or whether they want to forbear. The Most High don't care. Our people wouldn't even listen to God, so we're not expecting our people to listen to us. It's not about us. It's bigger than us. Continue.
Verse 19. Yet, if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked ways.
It says, if you warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way. See? Person that's committing adultery, you tell him, thou shalt not commit adultery. A person want to continue to commit adultery? Guess what? Hit him up, y'all, without some literature. A brother want to continue to commit adultery? If he get caught up in that sin, that'll be upon him. See? If he dies, he'll end up getting destroyed by the Lord, then that's his fault.
All right.
But we got to do our job because we love our people. We got to go ahead.
Yet, if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die.
He shall what?
He shall die.
He shall die. Go ahead.
He shall die in his iniquity. But thou hast delivered thy soul.
It says you delivered your soul. See? So it ain't coincidence that we coming out here telling our people. We warning them. We let them know, hey, you know what? The Most High, it's a day of judgment that's coming. We're going to get that.
Right.
It's a day of resurrection that's coming. We're going to get that.
Right.
Just like Noah did during the time of the flood. He let the people know. For 100 years, they had 100 years to repent while he was building that ark. But the Most High don't care about numbers. Whether they listen or whether they didn't listen. The Most High said, you know what, the flood is still coming. See? So it's just like during the time of Noah's flood. And the ark is the scriptures. That's what's going to lead us to salvation. But if we don't listen, we're going to end up getting drowned and getting caught up in the destruction of Christ. No. Oh, you finished with that? Go ahead.
Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 20. Again, when a righteous man doeth turn from his righteousness and committing iniquity, and I lay a stumbling block before him, he shall die.
He's going to die. See?
Because thou hast not given him warning. He shall die, and his sin and his righteousness which he hath done shall not be remembered, but his blood will I require at thy hand.
So the Lord is holding people accountable for things. That's why the Lord, go to Isaiah 58 and 1. It don't matter if the people think we out here, you know what, them guys always screaming with that speaker. We ain't worried about none of that.
Right.
See? We ain't worried about what the people think. We worried about what the Lord is thinking about us.
Right.
The mission that the Lord has us on. Now, whether a person listens, that's totally up to them. But we coming out here because we love our people. We coming to the community. We're not asking you to come to the church. We don't have no commercials running on Channel 56 telling you to come up there on Sunday and get saved. No, we're coming directly to the people. And pretty soon we're going to start hitting the inner city communities. See? So the Lord commanded the prophets. He commanded his servants. Isaiah 58 1.
Isaiah 58 and 1.
That's it.
Cry aloud, spare not. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet.
It says cry what?
Cry aloud.
It says cry aloud. So if the speaker's too loud for you, I'm sorry. I can't help it. But the Lord said, cry aloud, lift up thy voice like a what?
Like a trumpet.
Like a trumpet. See? Like a trumpet. That trumpet that you sound that make that loud noise, that's what the Lord is telling Isaiah. Cry aloud.
Right.
Lift up your voice like a trumpet. And what did he command Isaiah to do?
And show my people.
And what?
And show my people.
And do what?
And show my people.
And show my people their what?
The transgression.
Their transgressions. We got to show our people our sins. Just like we were showing our sins. Show my people their transgressions. That's the problem in the community. Nobody is showing each other the transgressions that we committing against the scriptures. We trying to solve all the problems by building more schools, investing in a charter school. That don't help. Because all they do in a charter school is kick the bad kids out and keep the good kids. And send the rich and bad kids to the worst communities. And they keep the good kids to get their test scores up. We ain't fooled about these charters. They've been doing this. And then if they run out of money, guess what? They close up shop like the dope man and go set up somewhere else. Still destroying the people. And they had these kids putting on these suits and these slackers, these slacks, these dockers and these polo shirts and call it a preparatory school. There ain't no preparatory schools. Preparing them for what?
Yeah.
When they run out of money, they're preparing for disappointment. See? That's what these schools is about. So we don't need more schools. Thank you. We don't need to teach our children about academics. That's a Greek goddess anyway.
Right.
Athena, the false goddess of wisdom. The wisdom that we need to teach our children is right here in the scriptures. Before there was ever first grade, second grade, third grade, kindergarten, before there was ever elementary, high school, middle school, there was the scriptures. Wow. This education system set up on German academics anyway, going all the way back to the Greeks. And we shoving our children in these schools. Go, get in there. And then when your kid act bad, they suspend him, kick him out. Then he got a record that follows him and he got to go to continuation school.
That's right.
And he sure ain't getting in no good college with a record like that. He got an academic record like a criminal file. Some of these children. Some of these children in middle school got parole officers, so it's showing you this education system ain't working for us. But we rush our children to school. Come on now, you gotta go get your education. And I don't want you to be no dummy, pushing them into this white man's system, destroying the brains and minds of our children. See? You ain't gonna be nothing if you don't graduate from high school. When all the millionaires and all the billionaires dropped out of college. What'd that tell you? The owner of McDonald's he used to sell milkshakes door to door. And took over a $1 billion company, made it a $1 billion company. They made a movie about it. Guy from Facebook dropped out of Harvard. Bill Gates dropped out of college. So it's showing you don't need no higher education. These dudes got tons of money, billions of dollars. But we sending our kids to school. Come on now, you gotta go to school. Send them to college. They go to college, get in debt, can't get no job, and guess what? You can't, what do you call it? No. What's up, brother? Talk to me, man. Okay. What'd you hear? Please do. Let me ask you something. What did we say that was incorrect, though? We just said it from the people. I said a lot about the kids. The whole point we were thinking. Read this scripture. This is what the Lord said. You dealing with the Lord, right? Go to Jeremiah 9. Let's get this. Let's show this is what our kids need. So our kids don't interfere on these streets. A lot of kids went to high school, to college, how they end up on these streets? Probably so, brother. We out here in the community, man. We love our people. We love our brothers, man. Jeremiah 9.
Man can go to prison. Man can be sucking down. Man can do anything. If once God came to life, all things. So I said, all things are going.
Hold on, don't walk away. Don't shoot at me and then walk away. Come on, brother. You know this, man. Look, man. Check out these scriptures. What's up, brother? How you doing, man? Look, this is what. Look, I don't disagree. Now, you gotta explain. All that. God forgives everything. God forgives. We understand that. So check this out, my brother. Check this out.
Jeremiah 9, verse 23. Thus saith the Lord, let not the wise man glory in his wisdom.
So don't let the wise man glory in what?
His wisdom.
His wisdom. So this wisdom of the world, they be glorying people. No, it's talking about, what wisdom is he talking about? Let not the wise man glory in self-wisdom. So self-wisdom, right? So when it comes to this education, a lot of people like glory. Against God, and they glorifying in that. So it says, let not the wise man glorify his wisdom. Go ahead.
Thus saith the Lord, let not the wise man glory in his wisdom, neither let the mighty man glory in his might.
In his might, go ahead.
Let not the rich man glory in his riches. But, verse 24, but let him that glory,
if we gonna
glory in this, that he understandeth and knoweth me.
That's what we're supposed to be doing. Knowing and understanding the Most High and building our relationship with the Most High and His Son Christ. And give Him all the credit. So what are we supposed to be teaching our children? Last scripture. Go to Deuteronomy now.
Deuteronomy 6.
Deuteronomy 6. You got it? Go ahead.
Got it, go ahead.
This is Deuteronomy 6, my brother.
Not long enough.
So this is Deuteronomy 6. You want the 4th verse?
Yeah.
It says, Hear, O Israel.
Because that's who we are. We're the nation of Israel. Go ahead.
The Lord our God is one Lord. It's saying, Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thine heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy might.
That's the commandment He gave to Israel. Love the Most High with all thy heart, soul, and might. Go ahead.
And these words which I command thee this day
Go ahead.
shall be in thine heart.
Shall be where?
In thine heart.
We're supposed to be in our minds. Go ahead.
And thou shalt teach them.
And thou shalt what?
Teach them.
Teach them education.
Teach them.
We should be teach who?
Teach them diligently.
How?
Diligently.
We're supposed to teach them diligently. Go ahead.
Unto thy children.
We're supposed to be teaching education to our children.
And thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children.
Push them off to college and tell them, hey, you know what? Go celebrate yourself and become somebody and think you somebody better than God. Read.
And thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children.
So before there was school, before we had this kindergarten system, this is what I said. Before we had college, before we had these universities, what do we have? The commandments of the Most High. That's what we're supposed to be teaching our children. That's what we're supposed to be teaching them. Read.
And shalt talk of them when thou sittest in thine house.
So what are we supposed to be talking about the children to in our house? About what's going on Facebook? That's what our kids are caught up into. Snapchat, Instagram, who's screwing who, loving hip-hop, screwing up our children's minds. That we supposed to be teaching our children? Nah, brother. Just discipline.
Come on, I got you.
All right, brother.
God bless you, brother.
All right. Check out that literature. All right, my brother. So, hey, are we clear? We clear? All right, brother. So, yeah, go ahead and get the Psalm 78. This what we're supposed to be teaching our children. Let our children roam on Facebook for 10 hours, YouTube for 9 hours, destroying their brains and their minds. Then they come back and be disrespectful to the parents. And they listen to PD Dude and watching all this stupid stuff on television. Tell them where you at.
Psalms 78 verse 5. For he established a testimony in Jacob.
It says he established a testimony in Jacob. Check that out, brother. Y'all explain everything to him? All right, you straight, my brother. He established a testimony in Jacob. Good job.
And appointed a law in Israel.
He says he appointed a law where?
In Israel.
We're supposed to be teaching our children about the laws. God's laws. He appointed a law for Israel to keep, read.
Which he commanded.
Which he what?
Which he commanded.
Which he commanded to do what?
Our fathers, that they should make them known to their children.
That they should make them known to their who?
Their children.
The children. The children are supposed to be learning about the Most High and His Son Christ. That's who the children are supposed to be learning about. And they should make them known unto their who? All right, Brother Ryan, you take it easy.
To their children.
To their children. See? The children are supposed to be learning about Christ and God. We want our children to learn about evolution. That's why they so destroyed. Let our children learn about the drug game, the rap game. We got rappers teaching our children. We got celebrities teaching our children. And you can't tell me they don't teach our children. They teach them how to talk. They teach them how to dress. They teach them how to use drugs. They teach them how to party. They teach them how to have sex.
That's right.
But they showing the hell ain't teaching them about no marriage. They're not teaching them about child support. They're not teaching them about jail.
That's right.
Do all these crimes, go to jail and get your cheeks busted, see? They're not teaching our children the negative side of life, but they pumping that music like it's cocaine. Rap music now is like crack in the 80s. It's gonna make a few people rich, but the lasting effects is gonna do damage to the next 5-6 generations. And that's what's happening today. All our children turned up in middle school, high school with tattoos blasted all down their arms, twisted dreads, taking Atiran and Zataran and Percocets, snorting cocaine, drinking lean, and burnt out before they even 30. It's a wrap.
Out.
End up in some mental institution. Go ahead.
Psalm 78, verse 6. That the generation to come might know them.
It says that the generations to come might know the commandments of the Most High. Go ahead.
Even the children which should be born. Who shall arise and declare them to their children?
It says even the generations which should be born, who shall arise and do what? Declare them unto their children. So the children are supposed to be learning about God. See? I don't even know the cartoons now. I'm still stuck on, what's her name, Zora? I forgot her name.
Dora the Explorer.
Dora the Explorer. She probably ain't even in no more. Teletubbies. See? Sesame Street. That's what we let our children learn about. Go ahead.
Psalm 78 and verse 7. That they might set their hope in Yahweh.
It says that they might set their hope in Yahweh, the Lord. Go ahead.
And not forget the works of God.
It says, and not forget what?
The works of God.
And not forget the works of God. See? That's what the Lord told us. Now we can go back to that Hosea. Go ahead, finish.
But keep His commandments.
But do what?
But keep His commandments.
But keep His commandments. Go ahead.
Verse 8.
That's it.
Yes.
Now go back to Hosea chapter 4. We let the children down. Each generation that came, we done let these children down. Done disappointed them by not showing them what's right. We let these children run the household. They the ones becoming the parents, telling the parents what to do. See? Look, you don't see that stuff in Beverly Hills, man. You don't see that stuff in Brentwood and Westwood. Only in the hood do you see that stuff. That's why we left off the word neighbor, because we ain't neighbors. It's just the hood. See? So, let's find out things that's plaguing the community in the hood. Is it found here in the Bible? Hosea 4:1.
Hosea chapter 4, verse 1. Hear the word of the Lord, you children of Israel. For the Lord hath a controversy with the inhabitants of the land.
Most High said he had a controversy with the inhabitants of the land. What were they doing?
Because there is no truth.
It says there is no what?
No truth.
There's no truth in the land. See? Same thing that was plaguing us during Hosea's time is the same thing that's plaguing us now. No truth, no justice in the land. They wasn't dealing right with each other then, and we're not dealing right with each other today. This is the problem that the Lord had with his people. He wasn't upset because you didn't put the right man in the office. He wasn't upset because your bank account wasn't fat enough. He wasn't upset because you didn't win the spelling bee or the competition.
Right.
This is what makes the Lord upset with his people. The controversy said there's no truth in the land. What else?
No mercy.
No what?
No mercy.
No mercy. You got brothers out here shooting each other down in the streets. Over what? Dime sacks of weed. Over a woman. Over drug corners. Brothers in 2017 still kill each other over colors. Something wrong with us, brothers and sisters, where we still shoot each other over a rag, over a neighborhood in the block that we don't own. We forgot how to be merciful. A lot of these problems that we have amongst each other as men, we can talk them out. But you got a lot of men out here don't want to do that. Too emotional. A lot of our brothers out here is moist. See, we got to learn how to return back to the Lord and become men. The Bible teaches us how to become men. How to deal with situations and problems as men. Everything don't have to resort back to a fist fight or a gunfight or a stabbing or a shooting. Because the end result of that is somebody going to end up in the morgue and somebody going to end up in prison. And this so-called European, this government, this so-called white man, all he going to do is benefit from it by locking us up, and we out there broad tilapia for $1.50 an hour, making license plates. The Lord showing us how we got to learn how to deal with our mind and not with our muscle. See, it says there's no mercy in the land. These are the things that the Lord had a problem with, because we were breaking the commandments of the Most High. That's what the Lord had an issue with. And it's the same thing repeating itself again 2017 amongst the same people, the children of Israel. It says there's no truth in the land. There's no mercy in the land. See? Hold that. Let's go to Christ now. Go to Matthew chapter 5. What did Christ teach us about mercy? Grown men can't learn how to forgive each other, holding grudges. These are the things that be plaguing us as a community. We're always talking about the cops. See, here we go again. Call them up. Loud siren, you can't hear that. See? They don't drive that fast unless somebody done got popped. Look. No mercy in the land. These are the things that plague us. It's real simple. Look what Christ told us. Matthew chapter 5.
Matthew chapter 5, verse 7. Blessed are the merciful.
It says, blessed are the who?
The merciful.
So we gotta learn Christ. If there's no mercy or truth in the land, the Lord said we gotta learn about Him. Christ teaches to do what?
Blessed are the merciful.
It says, blessed are the merciful. We got to learn how to deal with mercy amongst one another. But you can't do that when you got rappers talking about God forgives, but I don't. See? It says, blessed are the merciful. We don't deal with mercy. We don't like to show one another mercy. We like to hold on to grudges. We like the idea of not forgiving. We think showing mercy and compassion to somebody is a sign of weakness. See? Not realizing how strong that is and how much of a strong quality and character that is to have. Because now that's a quality of God. That's a quality of the Lord. So it says, blessed are the merciful. Go ahead.
For they shall obtain mercy.
How you doing, brother? But they what?
For they shall obtain mercy.
Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. We want mercy, we got to give it. So when we go back to Hosea chapter 4, it says the Lord had a controversy with us.
Yeah. All right. Hosea 4, verse 1. Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel. For the Lord hath controversy with the inhabitants of the land.
It says the Lord had a controversy with the nation of Israel. That's who we are.
Because
why did the Lord have a controversy with the nation of Israel?
Because there is no truth.
It says because there's no truth,
nor mercy,
nor mercy,
nor knowledge of Yahweh in the land.
It says no truth, no mercy, nor knowledge of God in the land. So the ignorance that we lack as a people, it ain't just educational ignorance. The ignorance that we lack is the ignorance of God, the Most High and His Son Christ. The ignorance on how to learn and how to deal with each other as a people. We ignorant on how to be neighbors with one another. One scripture, I'm just quoting. One scripture blow all that up. We got to learn how to love our neighbor as ourselves. But you can't do that when you got reality shows with millions of viewers showing the nation of Israel, so-called blacks and Hispanics, fighting, beating up each other on love and hip-hop, throwing drinks in each other's face, calling each other all kinds of bad names, and then posting it on Instagram. We sad as a people. We gotta get back to what the Most High want us to be. Gotta come back this stuff to the children, showing them it's cool to fight, and post it on Facebook. It's cool to sell drugs, and then wondering why the cops got your profile when they pull you over. They're looking for drugs, they're looking for guns, they're looking for dope, they're looking for all this stuff. Why? Because you done posted on Facebook about how you living. Snitching on yourself. That's us as a people. And then the kids see it and they want to replicate it. So why did that Lord have a problem with us? Read it from the top again. That's what we're teaching my sister. We're teaching our children these scriptures. This Bible. We come out here because we love y'all. We love our people. And we want this. We want to see our people. It ain't going to stop. But guess what? We can kind of mitigate some of this foolishness that's going on in the community by teaching this word. This word is the answer. Christ is the answer to our situation, our problems. Because we the nation of Israel. We got to repent and we got to be baptized and we got to teach these children better. Read.
Hosea 4:1. Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel. For the Lord hath a controversy with the inhabitants of the land.
We got a problem with the inhabitants of the land. You see the helicopters? We see the sirens going down the street, right?
I don't hear it. I'm used to it.
And you know what? That's sad. We used to. How do we get used to something like that? They're not used to it over there, like you said, in Bel Air and Beverly Hills. They see the cops coming out, they're gonna be like, what's going on? They calling the station. But we got our children adjusted to this stuff. All right? Go ahead.
Because there is no truth.
No truth.
Nor mercy.
Nor mercy.
Nor knowledge.
Nor knowledge of what?
Of God in the land.
Ain't no knowledge of the Most High in these. See? Told you. Ta-da! How about that? Ta-da! But we used to it, see? We should be ashamed of that. But we not. We proud of growing up in the hood. We proud of growing up in the struggle. And the first time we get some money, we want to get out of here. That's showing you this is hell. And then we want to come back and let everybody know how well we done did for ourselves. Passing out money, shooting dice and craps on the corner, drinking liquor, smoking weed with the homies, and then go back up into the hills and the mountains and live like a king. See? That's the problem. We messed up mentally in the mind. And as we passing it down to the children. See? Read it again.
Hosea 4:1. Hear the word of the Lord.
We got to hear the words of the Most High that's coming out of his book, because this is our book. Go ahead.
Ye children of Israel.
Ye children of who?
Of Israel.
Read the children of Israel. Read.
For the Lord hath a controversy with the inhabitants of the land.
The Most High said he had a controversy with the inhabitants of the land. Read.
Because there's no truth.
There ain't no truth in the neighborhood.
No mercy.
Ain't no mercy in the hood.
No knowledge of God in the land.
Ain't no knowledge of the Most High in our community, so therefore we suffer. See?
That's right.
He rolled up the window, he was so mad. Read.
Verse 2.
No, the lady on Sunday, the dude raised up the window. She was like, Go ahead.
Verse 2.
Yeah, verse 2. We go right down.
By swearing.
So it says by what?
By swearing.
By swearing.
And lying.
And doing what?
And killing.
And lying. By swearing and by lying. See, it's the small stuff that be hindering us in the community. That's what we know how to do, right? Ride motorcycles. Till we get clipped. And then don't got no insurance to go get repaired. Because Obamacare ain't gonna take care of that. See?
Oh, boy.
By swearing and by lying. Bearing false witness against one another. That happens all the time.
Right.
That's what be starting most of the fights. Lies. That's what be behind most of the shootings. Lies. See? By swearing and by lying and what else?
And killing.
And doing what?
And killing.
And killing. We out here murdering each other. In droves. We done murdered each other so much. Inglewood Cemetery is filled up. It ain't got no more room to bury nobody. Now they gotta build mausoleums. They gotta go up. Pretty soon you're gonna have mausoleums looking like high-rise hotels, man. Because the bodies is being filled up. Inglewood is filled. No room to bury nobody. Filled with the blood of the so-called black and Hispanic man over there. How you fill up a cemetery? See? That's what we know how to do. How you doing, brother? Hey, what's your name? Smith. Let me give you some literature, brother. We come out here, we teach our people about the Most High's commandments of Christ and about the thing that's affecting us as a community. It's going to eventually affect our young daughters, man. No, guess what? We're still going to be here. We got to show our people, we got to repent. We got to come back to Christ. Because if we don't come back to Christ, when Christ come back, this time he ain't dying on the cross for us, brother. He coming for judgment. He ain't showing no more mercy. He's giving us time, man. He's giving us time to get it right, man. Before we get to that grave, you believe in Jesus Christ? So that means you believe in the So you believe in the resurrection. So you know what the resurrection is all about then. Good, brother. Likewise, man. I gotta teach these people the right way, man. Show them the right way. Alright? Likewise, man. Check out that little brother.
Alright, God bless you now. Alright.
Nah, he got it. He ain't like that old E. Oh no, mine is. It's in the car. It's in the car. Oh, so we can make the public one, the street version. So we got to continue to teach, and we're gonna continue to teach. God have mercy on us. Please. Them rims cost more than rent. But that's what we know how to do.
Right.
Twinkle, glistening.
Right.
Swinging and swanging. So the Lord got a problem with us. He said, by lying, by swearing, it says by killing, we out here murdering each other in droves. Because we ain't showing no mercy, we ain't applying no truth and no justice in the land.
Right.
See? Lord already commanded us, Exodus 20. Hold that. He already told us about murder. That it was against the commandments of the Most High. But we don't listen. See? That's why the Lord has dealt with us as the way he's dealt with our people.
Exodus chapter 20 verse 13. Thou shalt not kill.
It says, thou shalt not what?
Thou shalt not kill.
Meaning we should not be murdering each other. The Lord showed us we're not supposed to be murdering one another. That's already written in the scriptures. We apply this one commandment in the Bible. half of these prisons wouldn't be filled up as they were. Half of these graveyards wouldn't be filled up as they were. So-called black man is 12% of the population, but commits 50% of the homicides. That's a problem. And then when we get on, what's your show? What's your favorite show? The murder one. But we get on First 48. Cops bust him. He run a man on Facebook with the Draco and the 9 and all these guns.
Right.
Get the First 48. The first thing you start doing is snitching on the whole crew. Snitching on everybody. Diming the whole crew out. Giving all types of intricate details about the night that happened. See? But we want to be cold-blooded murderers. We want to be cold-blooded killers. Then we'll snitch on everybody to get our sentence reduced. Lord says what?
Thou shalt not kill.
The Lord said thou shalt not kill. See? Numbers 35. Lord told us we're not supposed to be killing. We're not supposed to be murdering each other. But this become part of who our character is. This is what we're known for. This is what the world recognizes as killers, drug dealers. We've been stereotyped to become thugs, gangbangers.